Dear Ted, the girls and I are having a great time in Cancun. In fact, we've decided to never come back. So, you can go fuck yourself. Yours truly, Heidi. Oh, P.S. I still hate you for not defending me when Donald Trump said I was ugly. Oh, did I say go fuck yourself? Oh, yeah. Go fuck yourself. So, I told Ted, you go fuck yourself. I did.
All right, everybody. Okay, look at that big hand. Oh, hand. I should have maybe rethought this background. It looks weird, doesn't it? It's like, there's me, and there's me. Anyhow, this is the photo that earlier in the morning show that Jolie was talking about. This is me in my truck when I used to do the live streams from in my truck, and my little signs I would put up in the background, like subscribe, Truckers on live stream, and then over there, over here it says share. Can't really see it because it's behind the curtain, kind of like behind my head. But there I am with my hands out. I might be changing this background before the show's over because I don't know, it's kind of weirds me out a little bit. But anyhow, that was the old from the truck out on the road. I had to make my own little signs here. But anyhow, thanks for being here. We got Mr. Spock. Hey, Mr. Spock, I'm trying to do that. Live long and prosper. I think I'm getting better. I'm getting a little bit better. Live long and prosper. So yeah, like I said, I don't know. There was some confusion as to whether, usually Hal Sparks comes on at 4 p.m. on Thursdays. There was a little confusion whether he was coming on at 3 or 4. It looks like he's probably going to come on at 4. I haven't seen, I was checking just before I came on to see if he was on, and I didn't see him. And he did post some videos. That's what he normally does. He'll post some like little clips of previous shows. So he's probably going to come on at 4. So that's why I put a question mark. Hal Sparks pre-show warm-up? Because I don't know. But if you guys see him, come on, let me know, and then we'll just bail out and go over there. But thanks for being here. Fellow trucklers, if you're a truckler. Here's how you know if you're a truckler. If you're a sparkler and you're a Trucker John fan or chatter, then that would make you a truckler. See there? That's how it works. Good Vibes Tribe says, I'm playing video games, listening. Okay, cool. That's cool. That cool, man. I like to play video games too. But thanks for being here. We got Denise Wilkins coming up, coming but behind. But I'm unloading groceries, so give me some time. Hey, take all the time you need, Denise. But make sure you, hope you're properly warmed up for loading those groceries, because I don't want you to pull a hammy. All right. Let me just see if I can take a sneak peek here. A sneak peek and see if I see... No, I don't see that. That was me. I saw the title Hal Sparks, and I was like, oh, he's on, but that's my live stream. So I don't think he's on. He'll probably be coming on at 4 Pacific time. So looks like we cool. I think we cool. Are we cool? We cool. Are we cool? We cool. But thanks for being here, guys. We got Denise. Aaron's here. Aaron says, I'm a truckler. So there you go. Denise is laughing. Jan Morgan's here. Says, trucklers rock. They sure do. I will second that motion. Don O'Leary says, hello, Trucker John. Well, hello back at you there, Don O'Leary. Mr. Spock, I'm cooking supper. Time for some supper. My glasses seem to be... not staying up where they should properly stay. Hey, there's Bicycle Mike 42. Hey, Trucker John. Hey, how you doing there? I can actually see the chat up here now. I got some lights. I got plenty of lights and plenty of bright lights in my eyes, blinding me. And I've got the table really extra close because I was trying to block it out. Because usually I have it kind of back a little bit further. Oh, not that far back, because then you don't see the green screen. My magic is being exposed. But I thought I would do closer, to try to like block out this guy. I don't know. Anyhow, whatever. Guess it's not that big of a deal. But good to see Bicycle Mike over here. Bicycle Mike 42 says, I'm the person GOP warned you about. Did GOP warn me about anybody? Did we get the warning? Bicycle Mike's over here. Well, watch out. But hey, glad to see you. Glad to see you. Got 19 watching and 19 thumbs ups. Hey, that's pretty good. But if you haven't, for some reason, hit that thumb up. Make sure you hit the thumb up, and I promise I will learn how to talk a little bit better. But anyhow, yeah, we need to get warmed up. We need to get loosened up because probably less than 45 minutes away from Hal Sparks coming on. So you want to get warmed up. You want to get everything loose and warm, so you don't pull a hammy. I'm going to keep saying that joke a million times. So get used to it. Let's see what else we got here. We got Bicycle Mike 42. I dropped my channel. Too many idiots. You dropped your channel? Well, you know what? You just got to ignore the idiots. Vicky Accardi, hey, hi. Thanks for coming back. We were seems like just a few hours ago I was seeing y'all. Mike says, I eat retardicans. Yummy. Hey, there's Jan Morgan, laughing out loud, lots of out and loud. The people your mom warned you about regarding GQP and Reagan. Jan Morgan, tickle down never worked. Well, I don't know about that. Trickle down didn't work. It's crap. But tickle down, that sounds kind of fun. I don't know. I know. I kid. But, you know what? I think on this Prism app, I don't think it has, I think it has just like Top Chat or something. I think there's some chats I've been missing. So I guess I got to look down over here. It says Vicky Accardi, hey TJ, I watch you on Roku TV. Well, that's cool. Well, I guess I do see it. It's just I guess there's a big delay. There's a big delay between this and that and that and this. It's really confusing sometimes. Bicycle Mike. Hey, Bicycle Mike 42 says, I'm happier not arguing with morons with no facts, like beating my head against the wall. It can get exhausting. I can see that. I'll tell you, just leave it to me. I'll do it for you. Although I don't really do a very good job of that either. Aaron says, tickle. There's Ask saying hi, y'all. Hello, Ask. Good to see you. We didn't see you this morning, I don't think. So good to see you. Now, if Pisces Greeter happens to be in the chat, tell her I said hi, because I cannot see her for some reason. I haven't figured it out why I don't, because I'm just saying, if you happen to see her in there, just tell her I said hi. Bob LeBlanc says, Tinky Winky into his easy. Yo. Bicycle Mike, I am happier. Well, good. If you're happy, that's the main. That's really, kind of the, people say, what's the secret to life or whatever? And I think it's finding your happiness, whatever that may be. And it doesn't have to be $1 billion, although I'd like to give that a try. Let's see. Jan Morgan says, laughing out loud, did I say tickle down? Yes, you did, but still, I love it. I think tickle down, that's the way to go. I would take tickle down over trickle down any day of the week. That's just, that's just how I roll. Bicycle Mike says, hey, Bob. As in Bob LeBlanc. And Bicycle Mike, I'm now the angry liberal. Well, I know there's stuff out there that makes us angry. Don't get angry, vote. I'm sort of like stealing from Obama when he said, don't boo, vote. But yeah, we got to vote. We got to vote blue no matter who, if you know what's good for you. All that kind of good stuff. Don O'Leary says, oh yeah, yes you did. Jan Morgan says, DJT just fired 60 people at RNC. RNC had about $8 million at the end of December, only about 1/3 as much as the Democratic National Committee. Yeah, he's going to run the RNC into the ground, just like he runs all of his businesses into the ground, his casinos into the ground. The man is just he's the opposite of Midas, right? Where Midas, everything he touched turned to gold. This thing is, everything Trump touches turns to shit. So Trump is the shitmeister. I'm going to start calling him shitmeister. Shitmeister Trump. There you go. Bob LeBlanc says, tickle down is emotional, trickle down is erosional. I can dig it. Can you dig it? As I reach out with my big giant hands. Can you dig it? Well, Whipple, China. I'm like a little wind-up doll sometimes, just, Bicycle Mike, stay focused 100%. Michael Mike says, 8 million to DJT Law Fund. It's a slush fund. His super PACs, now the RNC, those are all his slush funds, and it's all going to pay for his attorneys' fees and things of this nature and fines. And I say, fine, in a different sense. I'm saying, let them just implode. Let the Republicans implode. Let them, they're getting what they deserve. The chickens are coming home to roost. They're reaping what they've sown. Ain't got a big fool again. No. So yeah, they're getting what they deserve. They're going to go down in flames. Now, I'm not saying that the Republican Party is going to be gone. They might rise up out of the ashes once Trump is gone, one way or the other. And they're going to rebuild. But for now, let's just enjoy it. Let's just enjoy it. Let's just let them eat each other, and all that kind of stuff. Bicycle Mike, von Schützespants. And now the Honorable von Schützespants. Law Fund, Jen Murray says, RNC will fund DJT and to their own demise. Denise Wilkins says, I'm back. Who tickling who? Did you get those groceries in and everything? We got some tickle down going on in here, in the chat room. Come on now. Bicycle Mike says, destruction of the GOP. Yeah. Jan Morgan says, choo-choo, it took it on. Vince Owens is over here in the chat room. Thanks for being here today, Vince. Good to see you. Make sure you hit that like button for me. Is this how he bankrupted the casino? Well, he did it by just being an asshole, being a dumb shit, I guess. I guess that all that money laundering was just, too much was going out. Maybe, I don't know. Mr. Spock, not to be confused with Mr. Sock. Bok. There we go. Fred Bear, yes, screw the GOP. Hey, Fred, good to see you. Glad you came on over. I saw you over there at Johnny Million. So good to see you. As far as I know, Hal's coming on at 4. I don't think he's on now. So, hopefully we're not kind of defeating the purpose of this show. This show is to get warmed up, not to compete. Or, you know what I mean. Let's see here. Vince Owens says, Trump being gone is good for everyone in spite of themselves. Yeah, it is. It's good for us. It's good for democracy. And it's good for the Republican Party once he's gone. But until then, let them just tear each other down. Mad Max over here saying Slava Ukraini. Thanks, Mad Mac, for coming back. Hey, that kind of rhymed. That did rhyme. It didn't kind of rhyme. It totally rhymed. And I said, Mad Mac. What did I say exactly? I said, Mad Mac is back. Or thanks for coming back, Mad Mac. There's a lot of ways you could do it, Jeannie's here. Hey, Jeannie. Something got erased. I didn't see what it was, but something got removed. I just saying that. Bicycle Mike says, fun Ukraine now. Yes, I agree. Mad Max says, Breaker 19. Trucker, woohoo! Breaker 19. Got your ears on? Which says, hey, I'm here. Ça va mes pompiers tates. I have no idea what you just said, or what I just said. I hope it was good. I hope I didn't just say something really bad. But thanks, Wes, for being here. Good to see you. Vincent Owen says, I like Mr. Sock too. He's woolly. He's a woolly. Denise Wilkins says, yes, I did. Milk is safe and sound. That's one of my many jobs as a woman. Yeah, not just in the kitchen. I know how to do a plethora of tasks. Well, there you go. Women are multitaskers, more so than men, I think. Right? Bicycle Mike says, what's your 20, John? My 20 is in Las Vegas, Nevada. In an undisclosed location, an undisclosed bunker here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Benson says, Mr. Sock warmed me up, laughing out loud. Wes says, me too, Denise Wilkins, and I can cook too. I'm a woman. Are you, Wes? I didn't know that. I cooked my own meal. If you guys saw my picture on the community page, it was a little cheesy omelet I made with some bacon and some hash browns and some, well, the toast wasn't in the picture, but I had toast. So I can cook a little bit, you know. I'm not like a great chef or anything like that. I can cook 2 or 3 different things, and that's about it. But, you know, enough to, you know, sustain myself. These glasses are slipping. I kind of don't like it. I don't like that they keep slipping down. I guess they slip down when I look down at the chat. I could just look at this chat, but I think, I'm not sure if it's getting everything on the chat up there. Vinzo and Mad Mac on the comeback. Smiles. Howie Z is here. Rubber Duck. Hey, Howie Z. Good to see you. Good to see you in the chat. Hey, Rubber Ducky. We got us a convoy. Hey, where is Fancy? I get, wasn't Fancy doing the convoys? Alvin Stu, bankrupt a casino as a write-off for Trump. Hey, Alvin, good to see you, by the way. But I think he bankrupted like 3 of them. That's a hell of a write-off. And then he filed for bankruptcy like 6 times. The guy's a mess. Wes says, I can bring home the bacon fried up in a pan. Yeah, I'm a woman. Mr. Spock, Mr. Hanky. Mr. Spock, meet Mr. Hanky. Mr. Sock, Mr. Hanky, Mr. Spock. I'm confused. Mad Mac. Cheers, Vince. At Vince Owens. Mad Mac is back. The Mad Mac attack. Steven Sears. Hey, Steve. Steve's here. Trump has a big movement following him. It's the MAGA Republicans dispatch MAGA. When Trump goes away, MAGA will go away. But there's always going to be something, you know, probably always going to be something like MAGA or the Tea Party or, you know, something. There'll always be probably, you know, that group of people, those Confederates that don't like democracy. Wes says, some of us know where to find him. Find who? Bicycle Mike says, a plethora El Guapo. Bat Cave. Oh, where to find me with my 20. But where my, you know where my 20 is? I said it's undisclosed. Venezuela's safe from all the aliens in the bunker. I'm staying safe. Fred Bear, Ukraine still kicking ass. They not laying down. The end around on our funding is in play. Denise Wilkins, thank you for acknowledging that, you sweetie. You're welcome. Vincent Owen says, I have cooked for my family for 45 years. They never got sick. Smiles. Well, that's a good sign that you're, you know, not cross-contaminating and you're washing your hands and you're not leaving foods to sit out and all that kind of stuff. So good for you. Wes says, shouldn't boys and girls just get along as equals and stop trying to prove shit? Maybe, yeah, I guess so. Ideally for all of us, we shouldn't really have to be proving shit. I guess, but we do. I guess sometimes. I don't know. How is he? Yo, John Cuz. All right, Cuz, back at you. Yo, back at you. Jan Morgan says, uh-oh. Savame fans pitatis means source kindness. Source kindness? Jan Morgan, tons of feedback on my end. Oh, really? If it's only you, then you might have to refresh the page, maybe. If anybody else is getting that feedback, let me know. I'm not sure what I can do about it anyhow, but Vince Owens says, kindness is always good and welcome, by Jan Morgan. It is. Kindness and good and love. Fred Bear says, cooking test what hotter, slow boiling water or rapid boiling water? I don't know. I guess I'm failing the test. Wes says, teabaggers will always be around. You got that right. Denise Wilkins says, Wes, good on you. It takes many ingredients to create a great stew. Everyone has a job and no one has it easier than the other. We all play our part, I guess is what we're trying to say here. We all have a part to play. Something like that. Ask says, I thought Atlantic City should have turned Trumpy's casinos into vertical gardens. They had the water for it. Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, it's probably too late now. I don't even know if are they still even standing? How is he? The MAGA stink will stick around for a long time. I don't know. Like I said, there's always going to be some sort of group that hates democracy and everything. So that's why we just got to keep voting and voting blue no matter who, if you know what's good for you. Vince Owen says, I hope they show up at his doorstep. Ooh, yeah. Wouldn't that be something? Right there at Mar-a-Lago. Steve Sayers says, MAGA right wing will be around until we vote them out and not in. Well, yeah, there's always going to be right wingers, but I mean, there's even going to be another group that's even, a subset, which I think MAGA is sort of like, it's sort of like a subset, you know what I mean? Surrender Monkey says, at Fred Bear, nuclear bomb and water, I win. Okay. Denise is laughing. Howie Z says, he says that after he burned down the kitchen. Laughing out loud. Jan Morgan, I'm into kindness. There you go. Kindness is cool. Hey, kindness is cool. That might be a good coffee mug. Kindness is cool. Wes says, beef, onion, garlic, beef broth, carrots, potatoes, bay, seasoned to taste. Now you're making me hungry again. I need to go make me some stew. Darkly Yours. The problem is systemic gender oppression, not individual beef between men and women. Also, hi all. Hey, Darkly Yours. Good to see you, by the way. Make sure you hit that like button. Hey, we're up to 41 likes already. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I appreciate that. Appreciate those likes. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. Sharing is really important, too. Share it on out. Share it on out. Yeah. See there? See there? Like, subscribe. And then over here, it says, it says share. But my head was in the way. And then there's the show. Look at, these are my old graphics. It's all backwards. Trucker, John, live stream. That's what I used to do from my truck. Kind of funny. Good Vibes Tribe says sound is fine. Sound is fine here. So yeah, I think maybe, who was it that was having the problems? Maybe it was on your end. Steve Sayers says, I can cook one thing, vegetable beef. I think, is that a combination between stew and soup? Stoop? Vince Wilson says, Scrotus teabagging America. That's quite the image. Darkly Yours, what you got stew is my favorite recipe, Stephen. Man, you guys are making me hungry. Vince Owen says, yum at Wes. Vince Owen says, hey at Darkly Yours. Good Vibes Tribe said homemade chicken pot pie tonight. That sounds yummy too. Stephen Sayers says cool with the K. Yeah, cool with the K, man. You cool with the K. Remember Cool in the Gang? Hollywood swinging. I automatically go into my white man's overbite. Okay. Terrence Bunn says, Contigo water bottle is no coffee mug. I learned the hard way. Oof. Well, I hope you didn't scald yourself, Terrence Bunce. But I don't think I said hi yet. So thanks for being here. And hello to Terrence Bunce. Good to see you. Fred Bear says, once water is boiling, it's the same temp no matter if it's fast or slow, laughing out loud. By the way. Fred Bear is like saying, by the way. Good Vibes Tribe says, kind people are my kind of people. Kind people are my kind of people. I like kind people. And it's kind of like my little prayer whenever I'm driving. Because I'm always afraid, because sometimes I can be short with a person, or I can be kind of an asshole. Let's just be frank about it. I can kind of be mean. I guess I can be mean or whatever. You know, I can kind of, like, if someone annoys me or something, I can kind of, like, you know, snap at them a little bit or whatever. I don't know. I'm not really explaining it right, but I know I can come off as being like a jerk sometimes. And so I have this little prayer whenever I go out do my Ubering, because it's like, not to get mad at the traffic or not to get mad at people or whatever. So my little prayer is just like, it's just like, you know, Lord bless me with an attitude of kindness and love. That's sort of like that's my daily little road prayer. It's short, sweet, to the point, because I think kindness and love, if you can come at things, or if things come at you and you react out of kindness and love, I think that's better than reacting out of just kind of like anger or you know, or just some sort of negativity. You know, I think it's better to have some sort of positive attitude. So I try to do that. Even at age 63, I'm still working on myself, trying to make myself a better human being. Let's see, where are we at here now? It says, Denise Wilkins says, hey, Trucker John, did you hear that Jim Jordan and James Comer are being considered to sit as new Speaker of the House? I hadn't heard that. Well, they tried Jim Jordan before that, and they didn't like him, right? I bet, and I don't know about Comer. I did not hear about it, but God, it just goes from worst to worst to worst, doesn't it? I'm kind of pining for the days of Kevin McCarthy. They're just all horrible. There's no good choices over there. Wes says exactly right, Fred Bear. We learned that in science, still hard to wrap your brain around. That is kind of hard to wrap your brain around, actually. Now that I think about it. Vince Owen says my thoughts too. Wes says laughing out loud. Please God, don't let me. Please don't let me beat it. Exactly. Exactly. I know it sounds funny when you say it, Wes. It does sound kind of ridiculous, doesn't it? But still, it's better than the alternative, I guess, of just being an asshole. Darkly yours, John. I can be frank, but don't call me Shirley, and don't call me late for dinner. Boom, boom. Good Vibes Tribe says I actually prefer turkey pot pie, but chicken is good too. Good Vibes Tribe's assholes live forever. Mad Max says, I worked as cook at Sambo's. I used to eat at Sambo's. We had one in Victorville. Back in the late 70s, I was a 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. cook, so I made zillions of breakfasts and lunches. Now I only want to nuke frozen meals or just skip meals altogether. Wow, so you got totally burned out on any type of cooking, I guess, apparently. And that's pretty sad because frozen meals aren't always the best. They're not that great. So I kind of feel for you there. Wes says, some people think you are an asshole no matter what. Tell them you are a Republican and they hate you immediately. Oh, yeah. I hate you. So, I think you're being a little oversensitive on that, Wes. A little bit of a broad brush. painting with a bit of a broad brush. Broad brush. And I think hate. I think you're just really personalizing that a bit too much. Look, but hey, you're entitled to your opinion. Well, Venezuela's overcoming. There's Donald Leary. Need indeed tricky pot pie. Tricky pot pie is pretty good. Yeah. Vincent Onan says maturity is a lifelong effort. So there you go. And I'm still trying to be mature to somewhat. I don't want to be too mature. I want to have some. I still want to be kind of fun loving guy. Wes says we used to go to Sambo's Good Pancakes. You could get them to put cornmeal in them. I don't remember all the details, but I remember we used to eat at Sambo's, and they used to have the little pictures of the little black Sambo kid or whatever, right? So they were saying it was racist, and then they ended up going out of business and this is back in the 70s or 80s, and this is all before all of this like Me Too stuff, or not Me Too, but Black Lives Matter and all that stuff. I mean, this is way back, and people were upset, and maybe deservedly so. I was so oblivious to that kind of shit back in the day. I just thought, oh, look at those pictures. They're kind of funny. And I had no idea what like Black Sambo and all that kind of stuff. But I just, and even I was in my probably early teens, and I still didn't put any of that stuff together. We used to go there and eat. I'm like, yeah, I like the food. Fred Bear, part-time asshole is sort of like choosing less evil. There you go. Sort of. Wes says, everybody lives forever. Good vibes. I don't know about that, but, Wes says, I grilled bratwurst. A good brat. That's a good thing. I like a brat, a good grilled brat. Good vibes tribes. I'm just along for the ride. Bonnie Thompson. Hello, y'all. Hello, Bonnie. Good to see you. Thanks for coming into the chat, into the convoy, into the truckler's lounge, into my cab of my truck. This is my cab of my old truck. You're all welcome. How is he says, no longer an asshole, just an old fart. Ba-dum-bum. Wes says, try telling somebody you are black. If you're not black, that would be weird. Wes says, online, we can be whatever we want to be. If your parents were Republican, aren't you born Republican? No. Nope. Nope. No, sir. You're not. Donald Leary says, Mad Mac, well, you made everyone day, don't forget that. By cooking that good food, I guess. We're talking about because it was a cook. Yeah. Really, good meals, good food. It's a good thing. Steve Sayers says, Vince Owens, practice living similar to attorney in practice. Jan Morgan, who tells a person they are black? Oh, Wes, you were a teacher. I know, that's the thing, Wes. Come on, you were a teacher, and I know you're smart. And some of the stuff you said, but I know you're trying to provoke thought. You're trying to. I think Wes a lot of times is trying to get us to think out of the box or think critically and stuff like that. So, in his own way, Fred Bear, Jolie get the day off? I don't know, but she's really busy right now with a lot of stuff going on. So, she's probably a little busy right now. Good Vibes Tribe says, I make like 5 or 6 at a time. Fresh veggies, rotisserie chicken, chicken stock, etc. Wow, you're really going at it there. Big time. Which says, spinning around forever and ever, amen. If we stop, we die. We're like sharks. Gotta keep moving. Is that what we're like sharks? Good Vibes Tribe, I missed it. Pretty cheap, really healthy. Vince Owen says, Steve Sayers, even doctors don't know everything. That's why they call it practice. Smiles. Mad Max says, funny thing is that Sambo was Eastern Indian with a turban, not black. Yeah, that's right, as I recall. You are correct, sir. It was more like, it reminded me more of like Jungle Book character type of thing. Good Vibe Tribe says food is its own language, and and I like it when it's yummy. Darkly Yours is here. Says you mentioned brats. I had a dream last night that every business I went by was having a free barbecue. That was a great dream. That sounds like a great dream. Denise Wilkins says Wes is suspect to me and feels kind of Russian bot. No, well, I can see how you could maybe get that vibe, but he's the real deal. He's the real deal, real person, and he likes to stir the pot a little bit. Wes says, laughing out loud, Jen, there was a story today about first African American commercial pilot. He looked white. Okay, well, there's all different shades going on out here. Bonnie Thompson says, my mom was racist. I was influenced by that. When I was in 9th grade, seeing a black student for the first time, and I kind of froze. Wow, not until 9th grade, huh? Yeah, it's just, we are influenced a lot by our parents and by our environment, for sure. Mad Max says, that has always been my goal every day, Don. Laughing out loud. Aaron West is real. Yes, he is very, very real. He's not a bot. Howie says, Richard Pryor, I'm black. West says, we had white students who had a black or part black parent, but they looked white. Yeah, well, I get it. I know. It's like, if you look white, are you white? If you look black, are you black? Going back to the old slave days, or even the post-slavery too. Even a person, what was it? If you even had like 1% of black blood, you were considered black or something. It does get kind of ridiculous, I get what you're saying. I get it, but maybe we shouldn't really care, right? I mean, what your color is, right? We should just care about who you are and how you act. I guess is the bottom line there. Wes says, we have documented cases of all white people having black kids and black people having white ones. It's just melanin. Love it out loud. I have been on YouTube from the beginning. Denise Wilkins. My real name is Wesley Webb the third. No, I'm just kidding. I'm the third, actually. Good Vibes Tribe says, I top my pot pies with biscuits. With the biscuits, do you? You got lovely biscuits. Jan Morgan says, Wes, I remember 1 million hits. Wes, remember 1 million hits? I don't know what you're talking about. Steve Sayre says, I wish George Carlin was here. Me too. I wish he was right here, right now. That would be cool. Bad Max says, the little black Sambo story was about his Indian kid, this Indian kid getting chased by a tiger. Yeah, but that's right, because they had the pictures in the restaurant of the tiger kind of chasing him and kind of nipping at his like little thing he was wearing, Yeah, I remember that. But Tiger Sambo and the tiger ran around the tree so fast that the tiger turned into butter. Hey, I didn't know the story. Wes says, when fellow pilots make racist comments, he never said anything to them until after the plane landed, when he would tell them, I'm black, And then he would punch them in the face. No, I'm just kidding. I added that part. Bonnie Thompson says, thankfully, my kids aren't racist. Daughter has a black friend, and she's known since high school. My granddaughters don't seem to notice ethnicity. That is a good thing, right? As we progress the generations, I think maybe race and color is like a less important or less of an issue or whatever. So that's a good thing. We're trending, I think, in the right direction, maybe. Vince Owen says, today many parents are failing their kids. A sad truth. Many are, but many aren't. Half glass full, half glass empty type of thing, I guess. Wes says in elementary school, they play together. In junior high, they start clicking up. Yeah, I think, yeah, probably. Yeah, it's true to some extent. Yeah. Vince Owen says human interaction is vital. Human interaction. Howie Z says only one race, the human race, right? Right, Howie. You're right. Absolutely. Donald Larry says Jan Morgan, that is great regarding brats or brats. It's like if you say bratwurst, I just say, I think I say bratwurst. But when you say, like, when you just cut it to just brat, then I say brat. Let's see here. West Mad Mac. We read that story before I ever went to the restaurant. I never read the story, actually. West says one of David's wives was dark skinned. They called her Black. Really? They're like, hey, Black, come here. Donald Leary says, didn't George Collins say they are after Social Security and Medicare? I believe so. I believe that clip was running around the other day. Bad Mac says, yeah, I remember reading the story as a youngster too at West. West says, go into a high school cafeteria. They are split by sex and race for the most part. Yeah. I'm not disagreeing, but, you know. Mr. Spock says, my last girlfriend was Black. It's not easy being green, laughing out loud. Jan Morgan says, had to call 911 after all the time, laughing out loud, don't worry. She faked a heart attack continually. Oh, I must have missed. Did I miss something? Because I don't know what that was about. I don't know what that was in reference to. But anyhow. 41 watching, 50 thumbs ups. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. We'll be coming back again on Saturday, right after Hal Sparks show. We do a post-show cool down. All right. Now, I don't know. I don't believe that Hal is on yet, but he probably will be going on here any time now. I see he's not on yet. So probably right there at, in a couple minutes, we'll probably be ending this, just to make sure we do an overlap or whatever. Let's see. Denise says, ugh, exhausting, just so tiresome. Wes, take a break. Well, you know, I remember when I was in junior high, yeah, I remember, like, this is going back to the 60s and 70s. Like, I was in elementary school in the 60s. And, yeah, it seemed like we all just played. We didn't care about color, you know. And I went to schools. A lot of schools I went to, it was primarily white kids. But we had Hispanic kids. We had black kids. And, I don't know, it seemed like we got along pretty good. I don't remember, like, going, oh, I'm not going to play with that black kid. And then when we got in junior high, it did sort of, you know, there were definitely cliques, and you did start to. I think Wes is right. I mean, like, I still had Mexican friends and I had black friends in junior high, but there definitely was like a, you know, a separation. You know, it was sort of like, yeah, we're friends, but if shit goes down, you know, then it gets divided by color, you know. So I think he's right. I mean, I'm going back 50 years, you know, or whatever, to the 70s. So, but I'm hopeful that in the year 2024, you know, that we're seeing less of that. You know, but I don't know. I haven't really been around schools lately, so I don't know. Fred Bear says, I like women in any color. There you go. Mr. Spock says she could fight, found out the hard way. Oh. Wes says, I dated a black lady, nothing romantic, but I hung out with her a lot. My mom told me not to get my heart attached because she was too black. She has a doctorate degree. So that sounds like your mom had an issue with, you know, I don't want to bag on your dearly departed mother, but it sounds like she had an issue with races and race stuff, so. Um, Wes says she was so smart, but my seminarian mom said that she was too black to take to family reunions. That's pretty horrible, Wes. I feel bad about that you had to go through that. That's pretty bad that your mom was like that. And again, rest in peace. I don't mean anything bad against your dearly departed mother, but that's pretty, that's pretty sad situation there. Denise says, I'm dipping now. Sugar John, you are a dear. Bye. Well, thank you, Denise, for being here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll be back Saturday, 11 a.m. ish. And then usually Tuesdays, Thursdays, 9 a.m. Pacific time. And 3 p.m. Pacific time. So if you want to keep on coming back, you're always welcome to the convoy, to the truck stop, to the trucker cab here. Good to see you. And Wes says you can always block me. Hey, I don't think Denise is going to block you. I think Denise is cool, man. She's cool. She's going to listen. Unless you get way totally super out of hand. But so far, I don't think you are. Barney Thompson should make popcorn. Donald Leary, Jan, that is the main thing. Good vibes, tribe. I spent a good portion of my life being a selfish idiot. I try to spend my time being chill now. Just chill out, bro. Mr. Spock says, my friends were native Canadians in high school. Well, there you go. Barney Thompson says that Wes is pretty mild compared to the trolls I've dealt with. Yeah. Wes says, I love my mom. She didn't even know what she was saying. I know. That's why I'm not trying. I'm not gonna like demonize your mom. A lot of people didn't know what they were saying, and that's no excuse. I know it looks like we're being apologists for our parents and our past generations, but like my family, my parents and grandparents, they would say stuff that they didn't even think they were being racist. I'm just trying to think. I don't know if I want to bring it up, but they would just say stuff like, those coloreds are taking over the neighborhood. Maybe they didn't know they were being racist. I don't know, but things are different. So ask us how things are getting started. Okay, guys. So if you want to go over there and do a little Trucker John raid, I don't have the link or anything, but when you guys go, if you're going to go over to Hal Sparks, maybe just give me a mention. It'd be nice to say, hey, Trucker John raid here. That'd be awesome. So yeah, for all you sparklers, if you're going to go over there, that'd be great. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to shut this down. It's 4:02, so we'll go ahead and shut it on down. I think we are. Aaron says, "How's live?" Okay, so when you go over there, do a little Trucker John raid. I hope I got you guys warmed up and loose. Loose as a goose. Because my God, you just don't want to pull a hammy. You don't. You really don't. You don't. Thought it was about time that I show everyone my real, true self. Trucker John, He's a monkey. There's a taco cat on the dashboard. Hey, it's me again. Ahoy, mateys.